A little over a year ago, I moved from DC back to my hometown of Atlanta. Since I was single and most of my friends were married and starting families, I fully put myself out there to find a social scene with people in more similar phase of life. Around this time, I matched with a guy from college that I had never met, but shared several mutual friends. We met up at a bar with those mutual friends, and after a night of flirting, we ended up going back to his place and hooking up. Though we texted for a bit, it seemed like it was just a one-off thing. For reference, he's 31 and I'm 28. A couple of months later, fall of 2020, we kept finding ourselves at events with our mutual friends. We started talking and hanging out in casual friend settings more and more, and pretty soon we were hanging out a couple of times a week, but always in a group with his friends or with mine. Though we never hooked up again, he continued to flirt as we spent more time together. The flirting then turned into convenient boyfriend moves, as I would call them. Never doing anything that amazing, but doing things like jumping up to help me carry something if my hands were full, serving my birthday cake to everyone without being asked, or always being the one to come over and help me around my house. Okay. Helping you around your house is a boyfriend move. Helping you with something in your hands is something people do for you on a JetBlue flight when you're trying to get your stuff in the overhead. Like, let's stay realistic here. Obviously, through all this, I developed feelings and took it as a sign he felt the same. I started asking him to hang out more, but then sensed he was pulling away, so I decided to send the following text. Note, Mikey is my newly single childhood friend, screenshot 1 and 2. So let's go to screenshot 1 and 2. I'll be her, you be him. Okay?
Is she 1 or 2?
Well, 1, it's her in blue. This is her sending it to him.
Okay, I know it'd be better to have this conversation in person, but I haven't really had the opportunity and don't feel like I'm going to. So I figured I'd just send this text. Obviously, our friendship comes first, but recently I've really been trying to put myself out there and date, and I keep coming back to the idea that you and I might have potential. Yes, I know you've been giving me signs that there's not, but just hear me out. Oh, God.
Hey, hear me out. If you've written just hear me out, it's over. Like you shouldn't have to do that, but go on.
We've never really talked about how we first met and made that water under the bridge. So I've never been fully confident that you only see me as a friend. Recently, I really made that the case, but I still need to hear it from you. That doesn't have to change anything. But I just knew that I'd feel better going forward if I could just at least say how I feel.
And then he comes back with the super romantic, sorry, just seeing this. I think we should just be friends, blank. Appreciate you letting me know how you feel. Not always an easy thing to say. I thought you were trying to date Mikey. Seems like a good match. Oy. She writes, I was super hurt by his short responses and annoyed that he thought I was somehow interested in my childhood friend, so I never responded. Fast forward to the next night, around 11 p.m., I get a call from him. When I didn't pick up, he called my best friend telling her that he was outside of my house, but I wasn't answering, and he wanted to talk and make sure I was okay. Since I was half asleep, I texted him the next morning, and we agreed to talk later in the week. When he came over, he told me how much he enjoyed getting to know me over the past year and how much he valued my friendship. We sat in my living room for a while, mainly talking about all the fun things coming up that we plan to do with our group of friends. I knew continuing to hang out would be torture for me, but couldn't bring myself to say it in person, so I sent the following text when he left. Okay, so this is her to him.
Thanks for stopping by. I know it would have made sense to say this in person, but I couldn't. I really don't think we should hang out for a while. It's just going to be too hard for me. Obviously, don't let this stop you from doing anything with the group. I probably just won't be there.
Let me know if there's anything I can do to help. If you don't want me to go to something, just let me know. I can make up an excuse. She writes, did I misread all the signs that I thought he might be into me, or could it be that the timing isn't right? He's not actively dating, and he also quit his job just over a year ago to start his own company. Is it possible that he just likes seeing me as an option, but also really cares about me as a platonic friend? Either way, I know I just need to accept the space he's offered me and try to move on, but I was hoping you would have some words of wisdom that could help me in doing so. Yamanika, what do you think?
This person probably is the most like me, but I would never send text like that. Because you know what it is? You romanticize in your head all these things that a guy is doing because, again, he's doing nice things. And a lot of people are deprived of people doing nice things for them. And then they romanticize those things. And then they want a relationship. She's interested in the chase with him and this romantic fantasy that she has. I almost guarantee you, if she was in a relationship with this guy or really seeing him for who he was, she wouldn't want to be bothered with him. She has to. Girl, you gotta love yourself more. And I'm telling you, as somebody who has to tell themselves that. I've had to tell myself that. You have to love yourself more, Yamanika. You have to value, you have to protect who you are more than you are. You should never sacrifice yourself at the integrity of someone else. And like sometimes when you get in relationships, that's hard. Once you're already invested in a relationship and you're getting out of one. But we have to really hold our regards in the beginning, not to settle.
That's a big point that I just want to jump on, because there's a part of this email and I knew it wasn't happening from minute one. She wrote, we met up at they match on an app. Okay. I socially with more people. Around this time, I matched with a guy from college that she's never met, shared mutual friends. Okay. So she trusts him because she has the mutual friends. He is now a elevated candidate. We meet up at a bar with those mutual friends. That's not a first date. And then you hook up with the mutual friends there. That is a casual hangout where you didn't, and as Yamanika put it, you have to love yourself more. Like, you have to say, I deserve a first fucking date. Yeah. I deserve drinks and him going, I got the tab and all that stuff. And from minute one, this was in this friendship. Yeah, the whole crew's hanging out. They're not 22. They're 31 and 28. At 28 years old, you can go on a date with a man and share drinks and go over who your mutual friends alone. But you have to set the scene of like, I'm doing dates here. Yeah. I'm gonna, the friend stuff. That is, I'll hang with my friends and our mutual friends on my own time. This is you have to set, because I think what a lot of women don't really want to admit to is, this is business for them, and it's fun for the guy they're with. This guy, fuck yeah, mutual drinks. Yeah. We hooked up afterwards. You did a business meeting at a social event. It's like, you ever try to talk business when you're at a party? No one wants to fucking do that. You have to admit this is business, because she's saying she's developing feelings. She wants serious. It's okay to want serious. And just like you said, she was romanticizing, doing things like jumping up to help me carry something if my hands were full. Who wouldn't do that? He's being He should do. It's the bare minimum. And it's the bare minimum, and he is.
But he got all the benefits. And this is why, because we're in a different time. I'm in a different generation. I'm from a different generation of a lot of the women that listen. And, and my generation was very resistant to it. Women go, I should be able to do this, do that, and do that. And the guy does this, guy does that, does that. One of my exes went on to brag about having known this chick for less than 2 days and fucking the shit out of her. And this is why I don't watch the shit no more, because I'm 4 days no contact, thank God. Yeah. But I'm not gonna act like I'm such a rehab, but my life has been significantly better since I stopped turning into that fuck up soap opera.
Sure.
And the way he's speaking about this woman, and now she's asking him, what's the deal? It's like, women, you have to understand. Men don't think anything about meeting a woman in 2 days, having 2 days worth of interaction with her, fucking the shit out of her, and going, yeah, I can put her in the rotation. And you're going, I met this guy, he fucked the shit out of me. You think because he fucked the shit out of you that there's really love there. Not that he's fucking his own trauma through you. He's so into me that he's fucking, no. His girl could be anybody. He fucked the shit out of some girl the other day. If he's fucking the shit out of a bunch of people.
He can shower sex off, and yes, but that's his. Yeah, but that's his. You can't relate your feelings with it to his feeling. It's just not going to work out.
I've said this before. You receive a man, he ejaculates inside you, he puts his spirit inside you. You cannot shake these niggas off. So a lot of times you letting all these niggas ejaculate inside you, they spirit, they traumas, they everything, and you're carrying that around. Meanwhile, he's released all this shit in you. He feeling lighter, and then he's just floating around going, I don't know what the big deal is about. While he's left spirit upon spirit, trauma upon trauma on you. Yeah. Women have to know, yes, when I hear him go, I had sex with a woman in 2 days, and he wants everybody to think that woman is something wrong with her. I look at him and go, well, she didn't have sex by herself, so you also, if she a hoe, you a fucking hoe. But also to the woman, you are better than fucking some nigga you met 2 days ago.
He's trying to inject you. He's trying to inject you with his feelings ghosts.
Yes. And you don't know him. Trust me. I'll heat up a lot of ghosts and shit. Women have to know, like Jared said, it's not about equity and equality with women and I'm a woman, I'm going to do what I want and I should be able to fuck if you should be able to. But the reality is you're not wired to like a dude. A lot of women want to act like dudes. You're not wired like a man because a man can fuck you, fuck the shit out of you, and then walk off into the sunset and never see you again.
And
women can't do that for the most part.
And this email isn't even about sex. It's just about that he's giving her he's what's that?
And he picked up a box.
Yeah,
he picked up a box. He didn't. He's supposed to. If he's a man and he sees a woman struggling with a box and he don't go, hey, hand me the box, he's a dick. Women are like, I remember when I got geeked out about a guy going, oh, you should walk on I'm gonna walk on the outside the curb because I'm the protector. I was like, oh my God, what an amazing man. And then it was like, oh, that shit my grandfather did. I just wasn't paying attention. Like he did that for my grandmother and us. So it's like we women like see one little thing and you mix up that one little thing and you put so much weight on it because you've been deprived of love. You've been deprived of attention and you don't value yourself.
And she's saying, in her email, she writes, I developed feelings and took it as a sign he felt the same. You can't take it as signs. When you're looking for signs, that's you not asking the questions to maybe get hurt. Because the minute
Jared, no. She's doing this woman thing that gets nuts with women, and we have to be honest about it. She's telling us all the good shit that she knows that we're going to ask questions about, but I'm not even listening to that email she sent. Everything is in the text message. Yeah. I know you said it would be best if we were just friends. He told her already. Yeah. And then she still pursued. Because she wants what she wants. Guess what? I know. I've been that bitch. I've been that bitch that had everybody. The guy said everything, and I'm still going. But what about this? You're auctioning yourself off now, and hoping that he'll buy you at a reduced rate, like you're a day-old bread at the farmer's market. And you're not day-old bread, bitch. No, you're potato bread.
You're fresh baked.
Yes.
Yeah.
You get cheese and
you're
some
croissant.
mayo. And you need to go sell yourself like you potato bread, bitch, and stop selling yourself like you day-old bread at the farmer's market.
And you're right. She did it from minute one. She went from meeting on a dating app to let's get the group together. You're in a coupon situation. You're in bulk territory. You're just having
dating apps. I'm telling you, and I know this is going to go against the grain for a lot of people.
Okay.
I uninstalled every app. Let me explain to you. Go outside and live your life and encounter people. People getting on apps, they want the quick fix. Not everybody, because the people fall in love.
It can happen, but you're right.
But there's people that, what happens is people with good intentions go on and they are opening themselves up to people that are wolves in sheep's clothing who want to attack the vulnerable. I can get pussy here, I can get dick here. They want the quick this and that. And they go to a place where they know there's going to be a lot of guppy fish. All these sharks going in with these guppy fish. And you're writing all these paragraphs about who you were since you was 5 years old. You're telling people your favorite color. You got your picture. This is me, and I was at Martha's Vineyard with my friend. and we went to a cotton candy factory. You know, you're telling her, and meanwhile, you're hooking up and you're matching up with people who are either saying zero, scratching their friends out of pictures because they're too lazy to find a picture with just them, or they don't even scratch their friends out of the picture. You got to figure out which nigga is he out of 10 niggas is in the page. He barely telling you anything, or he's telling you some Casanova shit that he lied about, and he loves long walks. Nobody loves long walks, motherfucker. People's on Pelotons now. Niggas ain't walking nowhere. I feel bad because, and I'm also out there
because listen, this is commiseration, and we're not judging because we're judging ourselves at a certain point. We've all been
done the same shit. That's why I'm telling you. So if anybody goes, "Wow, Yam's being hard today," I'm telling you because I'm talking to myself. I've done it. You're making a mistake. The guy told you he didn't want to be anything more than friends. Whoever
walk away.
Cares the least has the power.
Don't forget to like the video you just watched. I have many more. Subscribe to the channel right now. Like and subscribe, like and subscribe, like and subscribe, you fool. There's even a bell you can click to. Now you've got your week set Monday through Friday. I'm here for you.